right, well, my plans for us today, first of all, it's space heater season. So if you're cold like me, I haven't turned mine on today, but it's planning to be used for sure this weekend. So grab a space heater for our practices, because if you're really cold, it's really hard to get your body warmed up. And since we have such a short little practice together, you can spend half the time trying to get warm. So if your space is a little cozy and toasty, that's definitely preferred for yoga. Not hot, like 80 degrees, 85 is like the perfect temperature. That's my personal preference, but it's season for space heaters, so I busted mine out of the closet and I'm going to be using it soon. All right, yogis, Tai Chi inspired movements to warm us up. Core work, I got that request. And what was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh, I have it in my mind. It's just a beautiful little fun balancing sequence. We'll move from our strength to our balancing and see how that goes. So we'll be careful of our surroundings. We might have a little off balance, a little tumbly moment, and that's just meant to be fun. Just let loose and enjoy yourselves. Last minute requests, or are you all ready to begin? All right, let's do this, my friends. Come back or find your yoga space, wherever that may be, back, front, side to side. And we're gonna start standing today. So in order for you to be able to see me, if your mat is facing this way, turn it long ways, left to right, because in the beginning, we're gonna spend a little bit of time facing one another with wide legs, and we'll stay standing for a moment here. So when you get to a wide stance, somewhere sticky and safe, bend your knees just a little bit and take a few bounces through your knees. Spread your toes, take a peek down at them, see if you can widen the webbing anymore as you're taking a little pulse through a squat. Settling in, finding some strength in our thighs. And as you hold this baby squat, let's lift up through the ball of your right foot, pushing out through the blade edge. Let that fall. Do the same as you lift through the left ball. Feel like a pushing down through the blade of that foot. Nice. Relax the ball of your foot. And then take your right hand, push in just a little, knee back towards your baby toe. Same with your left hand, as far down as you want to slide it. We're just guiding our knee out towards our baby toes. And then when you come back to the center, spread all 10 toes wide, ball and blade edge of feet, inner, outer heel, equal weight distribution. Try to pull without your hands, knees out towards your baby toes. Beautiful. My friends, arms rise. Lift out of your squat. Arms release, and as you do, equal weight, knees pulling out towards baby toes. Big inhale. Big exhale. A little deeper squat each round here. Inhale, open eyes this time. Exhale. Next time, we'll tuck our chins and roll down like an angry cat back, like you're gathering something heavy. You've got to look down to it. Big breath in, eyes up. Slowly moving, because this balance can be a little crazy. Inhale. When eyes move, we start to move a little bit off balance. Yes? That's the fun of it. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Spread your toes, equal weight in the 4 corners of your feet. 1 more big, beautiful inhalation and exhalation. Let your left hand find the inner thigh again, fingers face down. You'll drop that left shoulder. Take a peek over your right shoulder as you gently place your right hand on your right thigh. Keep pushing in with that left hand, a little shoulder dip, a little spinal twist, and a lot of breath into your core. Try the other side with me. Come forward. Right fingers down. Push, push. Drop that shoulder. And as you look left, really gentle, light left fingertip somewhere on your left leg. Big breath in. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Sweep again through your arms, but lean to your right knee this time. And as you release your hands, right arm up, left arm down, you're leaning into a beautiful right diagonal. Come through the center, arms rise. Same on the left. Lean left, left arm up, right arm down. Now let's move, yogis, through your wrists. So as you lean to the right, we'll circle our wrists in any direction. Maybe 3 or 4. Inhale. Lean left. Give your wrist that lovely warming circle for the whole duration of your exhale. Inhale. Lean right, circle your wrists. Now I'm going to start to choose my eyes to look down towards the bottom hands. Let's look right here. That'll help you get a little deeper with your neck relaxed like that. Big inhale, look left. Let's try two more. Can you circle your wrist the other way? It's a bit of a brain buster. Taking another round, seeing if we're able to circle our wrists in that same direction, opposite from the way we started. Coming back through the center, big inhale. Before we sink back down, turn your left toes in, your left heel out, and your right toes to the right side. We're gonna sink down like we're coming into warrior one. Let's open our arms really wide and twist our bodies to the right, just a little. About warrior 1.5. Taking the backs of your hands together overhead, reach your body towards your right toes. Lean back behind you, reach your hands back as far as you can. Let's continue moving like this. Breathe in as you lean forward. Touch your fingernails together. Breathe out as you lean back. I dare you to touch your fingernails together. That'd be amazing. Stretch open through your back body. Stretch open in your front body. Good work, yogis. Come with me. Inhale and exhale. Thinking about big, beautiful wings. In the spirit of Halloween that just passed, maybe a Pegasus or unicorn wings. Find something expansive and uplifting. One more round. Coming through the center, let's bring our body and arms forward first, and then turn your right toes in, left toes out. Now you may have to widen a bit here. Right heel faces the back. It feels like a warrior one bottom. Then we're gonna twist just about halfway, warrior 1.5. Well done, yogis. Back of hands together overhead. Lean your body over your left leg. Lean back towards your right leg. Let's connect with breath. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Rotating shoulders. Thumbs reach down. Thumbs stretch up. 4 more like this. Touch your fingernails together overhead. Touch your fingernails together back here. No way, Jose, but it's still fun to try. We have 2 more expansive stretches out through your wings. Last round, a big, beautiful breath in and a full breath out. Swivel forward, sweep your arms to the sky. Make sure your toes are facing out on the diagonals. Come down and gather that big bunch of something again. Sweep to the sky. 3 more like this. Round your back, angry cat. Open your belly forward, cow lift. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more round, but we're gonna stay at the top in our 5-pointed star and open into a cow belly. Stretch your navel forward, eyes up, fingers wide. Stay where you are. Stretch in every direction. I just wanna make sure everyone's muted. Take 1 more big breath in your 5-pointed star. Eyes back forward, hands down behind your low back. Well done. Turning our toes inwards, a little pigeon toe here. Stretch your knuckles back, uplift your throat and your eyes. Bend your knees a little bit and start to cascade forward and down. Taking a big, wide-legged forward fold. Just rest your thumbs on your low back until you get hanging heavy in your upper body. See if you'd like to stretch your knuckles to the sky here. We're taking 2 breaths in. If the arms overhead are too much for your shoulders, let them softly find their way to the ground. 1 more big breath in, chest opening. See if you can breathe a little bit more expansively with your chest really wide. As you exhale, thumbs find small and fat. Slide them down your outer legs so they're softly landing underneath your nose. Toe heel all the way in so your feet are right under your hips width distance. And when you're ready, reclasp your hands behind your low back with the opposite thumb closest to your spine. Elevate knuckles if it feels good. And swivel your nose outside your right baby toe. Trying to let your head hang super heavy here, yogis. Maybe shake it a no. And if you shook it no, shake it a yes. Swivel your nose towards your left baby toe. Nice twist. Hanging on with the option to shake no and shake yes. And let's warm up our wrists. Nose back between the big toes, hands from low back, sliding back down. But now we'll land our knees underneath our hips. And if you look back, you don't see your toes at all, right? They're directly behind your knees. Flipping your right fingers to face out or back towards your right knee. Exhale, angry cat. Roll on a big lift to the sky. Drop belly, keep your wrist where it is, cow pose. Let your navel widen and lengthen as you open eyes skywards. One more on this wrist. Exhale, angry cat. Inhale, cow pose. Neutralizing spine, letting your right fingers travel forward and then back of hand down, wrinkling up the inner wrist here. Little counter stretch to relieve some tension. Give your fingers a little wiggle and then make a fist. Try to keep the back of your hand down. That's hard to do. And try to touch your thumb to your middle knuckle. Ooh. Sometimes you tell it to and it won't do it, right? We're trying to touch that middle knuckle with our thumb to really work the inner wrist tendon. Okay, release right hand completely. Well done. You can shake it if you need to, really gently. And once it's down, we swivel left fingers out or to face our left knee. 2 rounds, cats and cows. Exhale, roll to rise. Inhale, belly finds the floor, eyes travel up, tail lifts. Try one more big round. Exhale, closing front body. Feel that squeeze in. Inhale, closing back body. Feel that squeeze in. Nice work. Spine neutral. Swivel fingers forward, back of hand down. Fingers, again, can face any direction. Once they get there, wiggle them. Liberate your fingers. Let them be happy. Give a little fist. It's hard, isn't it? It seems like it'd be so easy. Why is it so hard? Keep the back of your hand down and try to push the thumb pad onto your middle knuckle. There we go. Breathe, yogis. Okay, release that palm completely. Tuck your toes under, and we're just gonna take a couple crouches to warm up the bottoms of our feet and backs of our thighs. Let's tuck our heels and hips together, like child's pose, but stay elevated in your chest. Lift your knees and walk your fingers back towards your knees. So you feel this massage between your thighs and your calves, like your thighs are ironing out your calves. I like a little sway. You'll notice the distribution of weight. So you lean a little to the left foot heavy. Ooh, lean a little to the right foot heavy, and you get extra bonus in that calf. A little side to side. Bottoms of feet and Achilles tendons are stretching themselves out here as well. All right, and let's try a couple rounds. Dropping knees down and then rocking back. Dropping knees down. Rocking back. Nice for our wrists too. 2 more here. Big breath in. Out. 1 more in. And next time you make your way forward, find tabletop, but we'll hover our knees because we have core today. So let's warm it up a little bit. Core always includes our thighs. So here we might feel that buzz creeping up, a little bonfire spreading from the kneecaps all the way up in towards your ribs. Hang on, breathe. Tap your knees down if you absolutely need to. Otherwise, we're hanging on for 2 more breaths. Turbo tabletop, it's called. You can tell where the turbo comes from. When you're ready, step your feet back, plank position. Lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Whew. Well done, yogis. Let's move our bodies here. We're going to breathe and warm up ourselves. Take a look forward. Finding your thumbs. Let's alternate our knees bending and straightening as we tiptoe all the way up towards our thumbs. Take a little wiggle walk to get there. Roll yourself to rise. Always like to drag fingers along the legs. Very stimulating. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Halfway lifting, take a big breath in. Slide fingers, shin height or kneecap height. Soften your knees. So let's think about widening as much as we're lengthening today. So we'll move breath left to right, east to west, and top to bottom, tail to skull. Releasing back to full. Right leg lunges back. If you lean a little left, you can even slide it back. Kneeling your lunge to begin and climbing out of your hips. Lift your upper body tall, clasping hands behind your low back. We're gonna push back with our skulls. Heart rises, elbows widen. Here comes that widening breath. And as you breathe in, tuck elbows forward, lean head down. Think angry cat pose again. Inhale, press back, think cow. Widen your elbows. Exhale, roll forward. One more round, big opening, push back. Full exhale, rounding forward. Fingers find their way to frame that left foot. Right knee rises. Maybe we straighten and bend through our legs, releasing the right knee. When you feel pretty good, we'll find child's pose. Right knee falls. I usually like to walk my hands to the right, just swing my leg to the left. Extending down, snuggling your belly onto your thighs for child's. One round of cat-cow. From table, we exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Keep that cow shape, but tuck your toes. Rise into your hips, lift high, downward facing dog. Step it as long as you can. Step your feet back. Look forward, maybe walk your hands a print further forward. One more big breath here. When you're ready to breathe in, roll forward, find your plank, and adjust your hands underneath your shoulders. Knees can come down if you'd like. Little chaturanga, elbows hug your side body. Descend as if you're melting slowly down into your mat. Walk your toes back, stretch them out wide, hands by your rib cage, and we're gonna lift up into a baby cobra. Take a push out of your palms, elbows stay bent, feel the back squeezing, eyes under nose or straight forward, whatever feels best for your neck. Big breath in. Release, flat to the mat again. Push back, child's. Tuck your toes, rise hips. From down dog, we'll rise high in the right leg. High is what feels good to you, yogis, whether it's an inch off the floor all the way to your sky. Looking at your thumbs, big crunch under your body. Step softly down, right heel under your right knee. Take a little scoot forward with your hand on ankle if you need some help. Back leg steps forward, hang heavy. Rolling on an inhalation to rise yourself. You can do that little fingertip or nail drag. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, release. One more round, just like the last. Float to fold. Breathe expansively through halfway. Inhale. You don't need your fingers to help you extend. Reach your fingers back behind you. Exhale, forward fold. Lean a little to the right so you can slide or step your left leg back. Kneel way down, left knee, chin, top of foot. Climb out of your hips, rise in the arms. Cradle your head, lean back. Find an open belly, cow pose. Elbows forward, tuck chin, roll down, cat pose. Inhale, two more yogis. Can you check in with your right foot? Is it still foundationally firm through the four corners? Are your toes still wide and liberated? That'll be our goal today. Stay soft in your toes. Once you're tucked back in, release your hands. We're finding child, so you might walk hands to the left and sweep your right leg behind you. Extended child's fingers crawl forward as far as they can from your hips. Flex your wrists into stop signs, pulling fingernails back towards your skull. Tent fingers pulling the mat into a little ball in the palm of your hand. Palms flat, fingers pull back, stop signs. Tent your hands. We're working on the wrists here, yogis. One more round, palms flat, fingers pull back. Palms flat, we tense, pull in finger pads towards one another, tight as you can. Release, down dog, palms are flat. Let's make it a scary long one to begin. We walk our hands forward or our toes back. The longest dog you've ever done. Hopefully it's not a slippery one. And when you're ready, you'll step forward or walk your hands back. Find a normal width dog that feels comfortable for you. Inhale, roll forward, plank position. Descend with knees or not, slowly as you can. Elbows hug your body and wipe your toes way far back. Let's go a little bigger this time. Fingers reach towards baby toes. Palms tent again. Fingers are pulling towards one another. Your thumbs are facing away from the sides of your body. Big breath in, nose elevates. Neck stays as long as you exhale. Push through toenails and finger pads. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Uplift your upper body. As you strengthen in your back bends, yogis, if there's ever compression, widen your feet left to right. Find a little more space for your low back. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Hands by ribs. Push yourself back, child. Stretch long. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Left leg will rise on an inhalation. When you're ready, take a moment to stretch open through your left toes. Look where you'd like to land. Step forward between your thumbs. Maybe we straighten a little bit through our left leg and rebend. Step forward when you feel ready, hanging in your forward fold. Rolling yourself to rise. Stay very tall. Gonna move through one little balance before we do another flow. Let's just get confident in our balances. Lean to the right, go lift your foot to share. Come to the center. Lean to the left, maybe your right heel rises, but the foot still stays grounded. Lean to your right. Let the left leg escape this time. Remember what happens when we move our eyes? Our balance gets challenged. Yes? Okay, let's look up. It's okay if you wipe out. Just dust yourself off and try again. Clasp your hands behind your low back. You can move your eyes to the floor if you need to. That's always the safest place for balance. Press your knuckles towards the floor as you keep extending your left toes through star pose. Big breath in. Eyes back to me. Sweep arms back out. Beautiful job. Tap down. Don't let your arms go. Lean left. Let your right leg escape this time. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice star poses. Eyes up for the challenge. Hands clasped behind your low back. Really push your palms together. Really stretch your knuckles down towards the floor. Work through any wobbles. Never get discouraged. Look down. Shake yourself off. Try again if you need to. Arms reach back out, yogis. Look towards me. Big breath in. Step your foot down softly. Beautiful. One more breath in. Stretch tall. Release, forward fold. Let's make this one a little more fun. Slide your fingers up your shins. Knees are micro bent. Feeling very long, top to bottom. Halfway lift. Refold. Lean a little left. Let your right leg slide back. Let's take it to a high lunge. It's a double bent knee lunge. So both knees are slightly bent. Arms are rising overhead. Holding opposite forearms, wrists, or elbow points. And let's use those elbow points to wiggle higher in each side. Wiggle, wiggle. Why wouldn't we want to wiggle? It just feels good. So fun. Lean a little to your left. Take a beautiful breath through your side bend. Reach back up, keeping that right knee bent. We're using that to push our right hip flexor forward. Right arm reaches towards the back knee. Left arm rises. Now watch before you go, yogis, eyes to me. We're just gonna windmill the arms. Right arm comes down, left arm comes up. Okay, I'll do it with you. Right arm rises as the left arm falls. Windmill down to twisted lunge. Big breath. Left arm falls, press back, downward facing dog. We're gonna go through that a couple times on each side. Lift your right leg, big breath in. No surprises, we're just gonna work on making it really soft and seamless. Eyes forward, step right foot somewhere between your thumbs. Grab ankle and help it through if you need to. Double bent knee lunge. Left knee rises. It helps you scoop your tail under and lengthen. Holding opposite somethings from your wrist to your forearms to your elbows. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. The wiggle will be optional from this point forward. Tip to your side, right side. Breathe into that left side. Awesome. One more. So good. Tough to breathe. It's so big, yeah? Exhale, back through the center. Reach to the sky. Soften your shoulders. Left arm down, right arm up. We call this reverse lunge. Lean back as much as your heart desires. Cartwheel forward with the arms. Left arm down, right arm up. Right arm down, push back, downward facing dog. Take a little wiggle if you'd like it here. One more round each side. Left leg, big lift. As you exhale, look where you'd like to land. Crunch under your nose. This is cheetah pose. Land with control. Right knee bends, scoop your hips on up. Opposite forearm hold. Side bending to the left. Let's keep tucking right knee under. Pulling tail under, pulling right hip forward. Through the center we go, right arm down, left arm up, reverse lunge. Windmill to twisted lunge. Your right arm will be down, left arm will be up. One more round, just like that. Press back down dog when you're ready. Take as much time as you need to recover. Feel energized and ready, yogis. You can skip it all together if you'd like. Right leg, rise. Exhale, step forward. Double bent knee lunge. If you're holding your elbows, which one always goes on top? Can you switch it? Let's make things weird today. Tip to your right side. Breathe as slowly as you can because it's a tough breath. Through the center. Reach. Left fingers reach down. Right arm up. How much can you open your front body here? Right fingers down, left arm swims to the floor. Reach into a beautiful twist. Take one more big breath in. Let your right arm fall. Press back downward facing dog. No more long dogs, yogis. The ones where we can transition right on into chaturanga. Always optional to vinyasa with us. Come forward if you'd like. Inhale, plank. To your tiptoes if you want a little more. Shoulders will be in front of your wrists. On your exhale, slow chaturanga. Fingers reach back again, but this time we'll clasp our hands, my friends. Give your palms a big press. Soften your elbows. Shoot knuckles towards your heels, but uplift your toes. Hopefully your knees and your thighs as well. Chin is tucked, neck is long. Toes are open and wiggly. Like maybe you could hold a pencil in between each toe. That'd be a funny yoga posture. Big breath in. Let's release, nose to floor. Tops of feet and palms down. Push back. Child. Take a huge rest. Arms can be around the pinky toes or extended softly overhead. We might even like to make a little prayer and drop the thumbs to the nape of our necks. If you're in prayer with me, elbow points walk forward. We tug our hips towards our heels and find a beautiful release in the back of our upper arms. Re-extending when you're ready. We're going to try that little strong balance challenge. So let's rise to dog. Take that wiggle walk forward, lift your heels, and take a little bent knee, pitter-patter forward, as many footprints as you can make. Love that one. It works the back of your legs and your hips. And roll yourself to rise. Take a huge uplifted breath here. Coming right back down. Forward fold again. But as you do this time, you'll step your right leg back. Make it pretty wide, yogis. Land the full foot flat and windmill your arms again, opening your chest and your hips away from your left knee. Do you remember that push we did earlier? Knee out towards baby toe. Revisit that. Beautiful. Okay, now let me show you where we're going because I need you to have room on your left side. So you might want to lean a little to your right so that we can lift up to half moon and back down to warrior two. Okay, don't be scared. It's coming in a second. Big breath in. Let's move through our wrists. Give me those stop signs. Flex and push away. Nice. Bird's beak. Fingers come down. You're pushing the back of your wrists away. One more. Big breath in. And a big breath out. So nice. Shake loose in your fingers and your wrists. Now, when you're ready, we're going to lean our bodies to the left, getting super heavy in your left foot. Eyes to left toes. Swivel your right heel to rise. Let's lean left fingers down, right fingers up, just like our diagonal reach to start. And when you feel powerful, exhale, pushing through left foot to lift your right leg. Now, some of you may hop your right leg in and then lift it. However you can get here, my friends, join me. Remember our secret, eyes down, always the most stable place for balance. Take another big breath in, and we're gonna move more quickly. Exhale, tap back down through your warrior two. You get a break, left knee rises, lean back, reverse triangle. Ah, that's a good moment for an ah. When you're ready, inhale, warrior two. Now you can always slow down. Exhale, eyes down, lean left, right heel rises, boost up, half moon. If your left fingers are elevated, you're floating half moon. If your left fingers are on the floor or a support, you're full half moon. When you're ready, tap your right toes down, warrior two, straightening left leg, leaning back, reverse, triangle pose. We're gonna try one more. Take a beautiful breath in warrior two. As you exhale, lean left, heel rises, fingers down, shift your weight, and boost. Hold steady in your half moon, and I challenge you to move your eyes off the ground. Maybe just further away on the ground, up to the sidewall, or potentially towards your right fingers. And here's where we have to dust ourselves off and start again. If we take a big tumble, happens all the time when we balance. Shake it off, yogis. Tap your right toes down. Warrior two when you're ready. Let's get out of here. Left leg straight, left arm rises. Another ah moment. Big releasing breath through reverse triangle. Left hand falls. Rebend just for a second. Turn your body to the left. Low lunge. Let fingers fall. Push back, downward facing dog. Now you might like to work out your left leg after all that, or you can join me. Rise the left leg to the sky, heel to butt. Fan your left knee open. You can move through a few stretches here, just circling, lifting and lowering, or straightening and bending your left leg. Or if you might like to, you drop your left toes behind you, lift your left fingers, and you're in what we call flip dog. It's like a little back bend to the sky. Big breath up and in. And if you came to flip dog, you'll look back to your right fingers, left hand down, roll back to three-legged dog. Toes tucked down, downward facing dog. And we'll optionally vinyasa, so no pressure here, yogis. If you're vinyasa-ing, come with me, inhale, plank. Exhale the slowest breath, the strongest chaturanga. Any of our previous options, baby cobra, fingers down or to your sides, clasp behind your low back. Or our final one for today is up dog. Palms press. As your arms straighten, you must lift out of your knees and thighs to protect your low back. Big breath up and in. When you're ready, you'll push back, child's pose, or down dog, breath and recovery here. And then if you're tired of your wiggle walk, you can look at your thumbs, bend your knees, you can step, or hop your feet all the way forward. Hang in one more time and forward fold. And we'll drag our fingertips up our bodies to rise. One more beautiful, wide, long, extended mountain pose. Breathe in to your fingernails. Nice. Breathe wide to the side bodies. Breathe down into your heels. And when you exhale, let it all go. Fold for the last round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Maybe lean a little to your right. Let your left leg scoot back. We're going to find a low lunge and then a warrior two. Windmill, that foot flat. Windmill, arms to rise. So remember, yogis, we're coming from this warrior two into our half moons. So make sure your right side has lots of room for you to tip over. I moved my body to the left. You feel good? All right, let's focus on that right knee. If you look down, could you see your big toe? Your knee is actively pulling towards your baby toe every time we find it. Beautiful. Take a big reach to the sky. Hold the funky, funky way. Use your elbows to rise. One more breath. No wrists on this one. And then settle back down. All right, let's try this. Slow to start. Eyes to right big toe. Reach your body to the right. Lean to the right. Lift your left heel and take a big breath in. I always recommend up or anything that's hard on the out breath. Big exhale. As you float right fingers, you can stay here. Stacking left shoulder and hip over right side body, or you can reach right fingers to the floor for full half moon. The floating version is much gentler on your right hamstring. That's why I like it. One more big breath in. Eyes down for stability and round one. As you exhale, bend right knee, tap, left foot back down. As soon as you arrive, reward. Right leg straight, lean back. You know what that moment's all about. Give me a big sigh. Soft little micro bend in your right knee. All right, so at your pace, my friends, inhale to warrior two. As you exhale, it's one smooth, look right, lean right, lift left heel, boost. Half moon or floating. I challenge you to look away from the floor if at all possible. Breathe into half moon. Step down through exhale. Straighten right leg on inhale, reverse triangle for release. Y'all good? We're gonna go for two more. Big breath in. Smooth transition from warrior two on your exhalation to your half moon. I challenge you to move your eyes away from the floor. Inhale in your half moon. Exhale back to warrior two. I had an eagle laugh because I fell over. Right leg straight. Inhale, right arm rises. Get out of town. One more round. You're welcome to just stay in triangle or warrior two. Join me if you'd like to challenge your eye gaze. We're trying to move it towards our left fingertips this time, yogis. And remember, balancing wobbles, balancing fails, and white belts, they're all part of the practice. Dust off your shoulders. Try again. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale, left foot down. Warrior two, straightening your right leg for the biggest. That feels better. Let's stay here for a moment and recover. All right, one more side bend, or excuse me, back bend for us today. So let's vinyasa for our last time. We've got a big one on this round. Windmill to low lunge, hands frame right foot. Push back. You're welcome to stay in dog or child through this whole vinyasa. But if you'd like to come with me, yogis, breathe and move. Inhale, plank. How slow can you go through chaturanga? When you're ready to inhale, press your toes way far back. Exhale, heels bend to butt. I recommend flexing your feet, safest for your knees. And you'll reach back in an attempt to grab your ankles. You don't have to, but if you can, you grab them. Pull your knees in towards one another. And we're in bow pose for 2 breaths. Big breath in, float like you're riding a wave to its crest on your inhale. And as you exhale, kick your lower legs into your grip. Try one more, big breath in. As you exhale, kick lower legs into your hand. Release, extend. Everyone come to your belly with us, please. Hands will be by your sides. Walk your body super long, and then bring your right hand underneath your right temple. Just lay your body down. Left arm around your low back. Resting here for a moment. Stretching left neck and left shoulder. We're gonna stay with our body as it is, but just turn your forehead onto your hand and then kick your left heel towards your butt. Not scary, guys, come with me. Left hand reaches for top of foot, just for a nice quad stretch. As you pull your heel towards your butt, take that bone in the front of your left hip, your hip bone, and push it down into the mat. Take a really nice breath in here. And a full breath out. Release your left toes. And let's switch arms. Left hand under forehead, right forearm around your low back. Push that right forearm in there. As you turn your temple to the left side, eyes should be looking right. Push in with that right forearm again. Hopefully you're feeling some sensation in right shoulder and right neck. Bring your forehead back to your left hand and kick your right heel towards your buns. Reach your right fingers back. If you can easily grab your lower leg, do so. Heel to buns, plugging right hip bone down. Try again, big squeeze. Heel towards your butt here. Re-extend your right leg. Let's pec stretch, and then we're gonna turn over and work the front body, our core. So we have our goalpost arms, yogis. Everything is resting down from your finger pads to the inner elbows. And you'll rest your left temple on the ground. Tent right fingers, kick right toes to the sky. Let's push out of our right fingers to roll our right hip to stack on top of left. Notice that my left chest and my left temple are still down. If you're not feeling sensation in the front of your left chest, unroll. Extend your left hand straight. I'm gonna show you from the front in case you're unsure. And then re-roll. Oh, that one's hard. Whew. Very intense when you straighten that arm, holy smokes. So if you're tight in the front of your chest, if you do a lot of like bench pressing or any flies, any weight work for your chest, this one's for you. Some of us may be hovering a straight leg. Toes don't have to touch the ground behind you. Let's release when you're ready. Roll your right hip back down slowly. Finding goalposts. Definitely start here, yogis. Turn to your right temple. Tent your left fingers. And as you pull left toes to the sky, kick your hip on top of the right one, pushing out of your tented fingertips. So if this doesn't feel sensational enough, you'll lie flat, straighten out your arm, and then see how you like it with a straight arm pec stretch. We're gonna stay wherever we've landed for 2 breaths. I hope you don't feel like you've gotten stuck there. We're gonna try to make our way out after this breath. Oh boy, okay, my friends, let's try. Big inhale. Pull your left foot back over. Release slowly, slowly. Good work. Eyes to floor, hands by your sides. We're gonna be like a hot dog in a roller. Just spin around to your backs. If you kind of rolled off your mat, come back to the center of your mat with me and adjust yourself so that you feel long with nothing bothering you. You've got your clothes and your hair all fixed so you feel comfy lying on your back. We're gonna stretch our arms overhead and open our stomachs before we ask them to crunch. Let your back rise to this beautiful arch. Open your navel skywards. Think cow opening here. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's go the opposite way. Push your low back down, nose between your knees. Okay, so before we continue, yogis, keep holding this squeeze, energy in a little ball. I want you to find that connection between your ceiling and your wall. That's the lowest I'm gonna ask you to look today. So what you'll notice if you look at that point is that your neck is still really long. Because it's freezing outside, I'm gonna trust that you're all inside. If you're outside, try to find a long neck. Look somewhere where it feels easy. All right, let's bring our knees 90 degrees over our hips. Head is gonna rest for the beginning. Flex both feet and your shins stay parallel to the ground. So they're gonna wanna drop, making it easier. They're gonna wanna straighten, making it easier, but you stay strong. Reach palms along your mat, hover, and start to vigorously pump up and down through your arms. Should feel like you're trying to make a fan on either side of your body. Feel all that wind moving. Okay, so you're doing Pilates 100s. Good job. Tuck your chin, lift up. Look at that space right where the connection of ceiling and wall are. Breathe, most importantly. Stay pumping as fast as you can. Start to extend your right leg as straight and as low as you can. Inhale. Exhale, bend again. Left leg, same. Inhale. Exhale. So you'll move here as you're breathing. Inhale, exhale. As you move, is your low back still in close contact with the floor? It's not? Okay, no worries. Here's what you do instead. You tap your toes down instead of extending. Nice. Now, for those of you that feel great with the low back, you're gonna try both legs extend, both legs pull in. We have 8. You can also extend both toes to sky for an easier option. We have 4 more. Breathe. Rest your head if your neck got tired. 3. Vigorously pump. 2. And 1. Beautiful job, yogis. Knees to chest. Oh. Eyes look to the right. Oh, that's so hard. Congrats. Relax your neck. Look to your left. All right, so just one more round of core. I think that'll be enough for us to smoke the abs today. Eyes to belly. I meant to say to sky, excuse me, eyes to sky. And extend your right toes to the ceiling. Options, left toes on the floor or hovering above the floor. We're gonna try, yogis, to make a prayer with our hands, palms like a clap, behind your right knee. Got it? All right, that's good. All you need to do now is crunch. So chin to chest, eyes find that spot between ceiling and wall. Start to pulse fingertips towards your left toes. With breath, exhale, rise, inhale, lower. Now I'd love for you to think about slowly closing a gate. The gate is your bottom rib in towards your hip bone. We only have 4 more this side. 3, 2, and 1. Knees hug to chest, little ball, rest your head and neck. We're gonna take a break, do it again, and then speed through one final round with no breaks. I believe in you. Left toes to sky. Right toes, you know, floor or hover. Little prayer behind left knee, breathe in. Exhale, crunch, stay lifted. Where are your eyes? You know where they need to be. Right where the ceiling and the wall connect. That'll keep your neck beautifully long. Not saying it's not going to get tired, so listen to your body. If it is, relax. Open your hands and try to stay low as you pulse. We have 6, 5, 2, and 1. Knees to chest, hug tight ball, relax your head. No surprises. Same round on each side, but only 8. And in between, yogis, watch me while you rest. In between, we're hitting iron cross. Legs will extend anywhere you like. Arms will extend to your sides. Your upper body will be lifted. You're like a gymnast on the rings. Arms and legs hovering, head hovering, okay? Let's do it. Right leg extends, left leg out for scissor. 8 pulses with your prayer behind right knee. Toes open, 6. Exhale every time you rise. Now you can full rest in between or iron cross with me. Legs long, arms hovering, head hovering, breathe in. As you breathe out, scissor, left leg to sky, prayer behind left knee, exhale, 8. Big exhales, make them noisy, guys. Use the power of that breath to rise. 3 more, 2 more. Last iron cross, I know you can. Low back down, arms hovering, legs hovering, head hovering. 1, 2, 3. Come with me, relax. Oh man, that was hard. Relax your feet to the floor. Whew. Once you get your wits about you, bring your hands down by your sides and just super gently push through heels. Rise your belly to the sky, but let it find softness. Maybe sway a little in your hips, release your stomach. So you worked back core in all your back bends to start, and then front core to finish. Well done, yogis. What do you say we finish with some hips? Hips and a little twist. All right, so we have time. Let's roll our spines down to the floor. Rock your knees into your chest and rock tail to top of head a few times until you feel inspired to rise. Once you're here, easy seat, right shin crossed in front of left. Let's lean back and open our chest and shoulders. And if you feel like you can, right foot will cross on top of left knee, double pigeon pose. So if you feel like you're there, but you have all this going on, lots of lift, put blankets, pillows, yoga blocks, anything you can under your knees so they're resting on something and feel supported. Awesome. Come on out with me. Reach fingers to the side, sit tall, lift each cheek and walk your sits bone far from that knee. Lots of space. Okay, breathe wide, breathe front to back and top to bottom. Fingertips crawl you forward. Try to lay your stomach over your right shin. As you're getting heavier in your upper body, allowing gravity to take over, soften through your jaw, soften through the corners of your eyes. Use the rest in your facial features as much as you use the weight of your upper body to sink you down more deeply. We're looking for the most sensation on our right outer thigh and right glute. Yogis, it's 1:55 if you have to leave early. If you can stay, we're gonna find some twists through our hip stretching. Stay as forward as you can, your left arm stays. Right arm will swivel open to your side wall or behind you, but the arm is low at shoulder height. Eyes might like to follow the path that your fingertips just traveled. Little twist through your low back here, breathing in as you stay folded and twisted. Breathe out with a sense of wringing out in your spine. Swivel fingers back forward, slide them back behind you, right where you just started from, and uplift your heart space again so you feel really open from your pelvis all the way up through your throat. Eyes come back forward. Let's uncross right leg. Let your legs be straight and just shake, rattle and roll, flex and point. Just do things that feel good after all that stillness in your lower body. Oh, sometimes you get a good crack and it feels great. All right, same place. We're going left shin though, in front. Or if you can find it easily, left heel on top of right knee. But if you're here like, it's not worth it. Only do it if you can easily get there. No matter where you are, anything that's risen needs supports underneath of it. So you feel that even if you're staying high, you melt into your supports. Nice. Come forward. I like to think lazy cat. Crawl. You're like, I found that little sliver of sunshine and I'm getting the longest I can. Let your facial features get heavy, relax on down. Think about your heart hammocking heavy in your chest, using that weight to help you sink even more deeply in your low half. And if you'd like to twist on this side, we're gonna leave our right arms wherever they've landed. We'll sweep left arm out to the sidewall, just shoulder height or lower, possibly reaching it behind us, and our eye gaze will try to follow. Icing on the cake as we get the top of our spine really twisted in the same fashion that the low half is enjoying. Try one more. Soft facial expression breath. Soften your jaw, soften your eyes. Sometimes when we twist our eyebrows, get a little crazy, so we're gonna let them soften back down. Come on forward, reach that left arm back out if you twisted. Slide your hands back. Heart rises like it wants to meet something up above it. Keep lifting, keep lifting. Let your chest and your shoulders open. Look towards me and extend your legs. Give them that little shake free. Ah, so nice. Point and flex through your ankles. Maybe you find a pop for a crack. When it's organic like that, it just happens as we move. It's a really good space maker. Hug your knees back into your chest, holding shins or thighs. We're just gonna roll through 2 more cat-cows. Make sure you don't have any flesh under your tail, so you might scoot your butt a little side to side so it doesn't feel pinched. Let's exhale first. Roll your back behind you, angry cat. I like wide knees. That way you have room for your chest and your stomach. Come forward for cow. Exhale, 1 last round. Inhale, come on. And as we leave class, we're gonna do that same little crouch we just did. So we'll bring ourselves to the side, let knees fall to either side. Come back to tabletop. And as you swivel around here, walk your hands back towards your knees, hips towards your heels, hover again. Might find a little bit of that massage, thigh to calf, ooh, so good. A little spin around, rolling through the Achilles and the back of your ankle. When you're feeling ready, we'll rise, hips to the sky, head hanging low. Trail your fingertips all the way up your body 1 last time. So nice. Reaching to the sky for a big, beautiful breath in. And as you exhale, pass your hands down through heart center 1 more time, establishing that great posture, heart rising up to meet your thumbs. Beautiful. Chin tucks, gesture of gratitude towards your practice. I'm bowing to you in a thank you for allowing me to lead you today. Thank you for being here and making today really wonderful. Happy Friday. Have a beautiful weekend. Namaste, my friends.